So the next feature that's coming up, so I actually think that I first saw him perform at Legacy. All right, and this is when I think Louis Confliction and Chris Ware they had a show. All right, and man, when I saw him perform, it was off the chain. Okay, this brother, he is talented. Well, I'm not gonna say that line, but I'm gonna say this line. His demeanor definitely deserves respect, okay? So when you see him, definitely show him respect, show him all love, because he be in the corner, he's quiet. And then when he get on the mic, it's bars. Alright? So I want you guys to put your hands together for none other than 16 bars!
How y'all doing? I brought the family out. My sister over there is my brother-in-law. And it's my partner Willie right there, my partner Greg, my partner Corey in the back, my partner Dave, my partner Darren, my partner Terrell. And I say this for a reason. That's like 30, 40 years right there. We from her, and we still that motherfucking tight. They're my A1s right there, real talk. Time to this shit.
You see, I'm from a place in time. You see, I'm from a place in time in which they run full court pressure like that one who used to wear that 2-3. And you see others will hit you with that 4-5 and leave you 6 feet deep. 7 up because you ate 9 in your chest and now the doctor's got a 10 of that. You see, it's the 11th round, 12th hour, Friday the 13th, an unfortunate 14, caught up before 15 by an AR-15, and there will be no sweet 16. Hospitals, emergency rooms, ER rated, no one admitted under 17. You either enlist to go to college at 18. You see, those that stay home at 19 trying to achieve street dreams without listening to any only realize by the time that they're 20 that life has just begun and life expectancy for some was only 21. But be careful. Be careful, you can get knocked out your shoes for your 22s. They out here thugging and riding in the lose simulating emotions of life like they playing Nintendo Wii, so by the time you're 23, they got you shackled hands and feet walking through the courtroom doors at 24 facing a 25 to life. But see, as I look out my window, I realize the world that we live in is a ghetto where the sounds of rock and rolls, heavy metal, spray paint our blocks like graffiti. You see, we living in a world where there are no winners. It seems to be just more sinners than saints. In the same world where big bank takes little bank, to put it simple and frank. The rich get rich while the poor get ignored. Caught on the crosshairs of life with no relief in sight. Trapped in the belly of the beast, and they call it the appetite. You screaming appetite for what? You see, it's the appetite for destruction. Too much black on black crime. No more we shall overcome because we are too dumb to see that we actually do need each other. So am I my brother's keeper? You see, I simply don't know. Because see, I'm from where they don't do it for the love, and if push comes to shove, then it's blue steel and black glove. Like, huh? Nigga, what? What would you do if the lights off, the wrench do, the truth is starting to cut like Ginsu when it's fucking with your mental? We know you don't work, you don't eat, you don't sleep, and that shit is just simple reality. Ain't no need to be mad at me. You gotta get up, get out, and get something. You can't spend all your time trying to get high. Get on your goody mob, and that's money over buses. But be careful who you trust, bro, because they trust others, and be weary of your circle, because some of them niggas are squirters. And believe you me, ain't no reason for them to be there other than to block your shine. So stay on your grind, because see, I'm from where they say hard work pays off, but in that judicial system, you get less time if you get caught serving soft, where everybody wants to play the boss, but nobody wants to pay the cost. That same place where it seems to be too many chiefs and not quite enough envy. You see, the jealous and the envious will snatch your tennis, and they ain't gotta be J's. You see, I'm from where they hammer spray like wildfire, and gangsters don't retire when killers are for hire yet. They all dying over fool's gold because good lawyers find loopholes and frauds get exposed through the wide angle lens. You didn't think they knew. Yeah, they know. You trade your dimes and info trying to avoid the pen, but ain't no loyalty or honor amongst them. It's just an eye for an eye, everyone for self-inflicted in the womb, born into death, where hope is placed on the shelf to collect dust. You see, in God, we trust in God, I trust in God, they trust. They can just make it through the night to see the lights of a brighter day where dreams are replaced by smoke and mirrors and death gets nearer the closer you get to the corner, living on life's edge where that blade is two-sided and that world is divided by the power of money. You see, those who want it and those who got it, you got to go hard or go home with an empty stomach because don't nobody want to hear your problems when they got their own. All around the world, the same song, but this ain't no digital underground. But for digits, they'll put you underground, lost and never to be found, Jimmy Hoffa style. Jokers are wild with no means of being tamed, and they say the lack of opportunities to blame. Is that why our kids take aim dancing in the devil's flames? But this is what I see when I look through my window pane. Window pane.
Yeah.
By the way, if y'all want to catch me, follow me. Instagram is Poet16Boys. Facebook, Rondell, Poet Urban. That type of deal. We, me and my partner Corey back there, we got a single release, video release coming out on 314 Day for a joint we did called Verbzzz. We shot the video out in Vegas. And then we got a second video is going to release called Stars Align, which my partner Corey shot out in Africa. So, 314 Day. Support. All you gotta do is click, play. That's it. You ain't gotta buy nothing. You know, when you buy something, you're like, well, I would, but my baby needs Pampers. Your baby's fine. I'm silly as hell, you know. Right, you need an ass whooping, you don't need no Pampers. But real talk, we gotta start supporting each other. One of my partners sent me something in the email. It was actually Fat Joe, and he was talking about family. And I felt all the way on this shit. If you ain't helping each other get to that bag, don't fucking call me family. I mean, I'm still have love for you, but that true love, that true family love is supposed to help each other out. Get to that bag. Help each other get to that bag. You know somebody does something. You know somebody looking for that service. Connect it to it. Just that simple. Yes, sir. I mean, that's the problem we have in our community. We don't connect. So we got to build within ourselves. I mean, I know some black businesses fucked up, but some white ones are too.
Yes,
Remember that shit. So do what you do, you know, and try to support. Anyhow, this next piece I'm gonna do is called Why. And I wrote this piece 2010. And I wrote this piece behind one of my cousins being murdered by another one of his first cousins. And it was much deeper than that. I had no clue that my cousin was a drug dealer. And I mean just that. He told one of my cousins, dude, $100,000 goes through my hands every other day. And I was like, I had no clue that, I just didn't, because I mean, he stayed in Mississippi, so I had no clue that he was doing, I knew he was doing what he was doing, but I didn't know he was doing what he was doing. Like, I talked to one of my cousins, like, dude, are you serious? Like, dog, this is a man, Okay. But I say this because the CIA had him killed by his first cousin. He didn't do a day in jail. He ended up getting killed in the back end. That's how life goes. But I wrote this piece called Why. If only I could turn back the hands of time. If only I could turn back the hands of time to give sight to the blind or answers to the questions that leave us restless. One word, 3 letters, one question, why? Searching low, looking high, but I come to realize only God knows which way to go once we reach that point in the crossroads. So I close my eyes and let faith be my guide as God orders my steps, my rights and my lefts, only wanting to march in perfect time in an imperfect world when winds swirl like whirlwinds, leaving us in tailspins, liberated by the facts of life. We were once high off laughter and our tears fall after the questions asked without any answers following after, nor an ocean for these tears to be captured, nor to absorb the pain that I feel playing on life's uneven battlefield. You see, if I I could teach the world to sing in perfect harmony, it'd mean more to me than anything that money could bring, because I'd rather have Jesus than silver or gold once I reach the end of the road, because money ain't a thing when gotten by ill means, and bullets steal dreams. You see, the evil that men do cut like Ginsu, and to be fully alive is to understand that the best is yet to come. So I hold on to God's every word when my vision gets blurred and I can't see past hurts horizon, and on the inside I am dying. And you can hear the screams from my soul cry. One word, 3 letters, one question, why? Rest in peace. I'm a 70s baby. I love that shit. I wish I love it. I mean, y'all don't know the feel of, y'all 90s baby, y'all don't know that love of sneaking on the phone and making sure that your parents
don't be like that. We know some.
Yes, we do. Y'all might know a little bit.
Get off the phone and
Get off the phone.
We got that.
Let me tell you something. I cut my parents' phone line in the basement and put a switch in that motherfucker so I can cut their line off at night so I can get phone calls. That's it. That type of shit. I grew up in an era when TV went off. You don't think I do. Alright, now and then. I'm getting into this. I keep it old school. You see, I keep it old school like ghetto bubble baths, and that's dishwashing liquid if y'all who don't know. You see, we come from served sandwiches and sugar water where the flavor was sometimes red, and hell yeah, I'm a 70s kid where Saturday mornings were oh so real. We used to sit Indian style in front of the TV with a bowl of cereal watching a bill. There's only a bill. We wasn't tripping off of last night's news and who got killed, because back then TV wasn't filled with sex, lies, and murder. It was simply unheard of. But see, back then, mothers nurtured their daughters and fathers told their sons, little man, you can do it, just throw that ball a little bit harder. You see, dinner time's really dinner time in the 70s is we had as a family, and he was not there, probably got his butt whoop, stayed out too late, didn't make it home before the street lights came on, but he still got a plate and he's still late, but we all know Papa don't play. Though Mama may have and Papa may have, God bless the child that has his own in the world today, because today they're keeping it way too new school, running around like fool, I shoot you if you don't like my color blue and leave you leak it red, and all we can go by the next morning is what was said or what was read when I turn the page, but I'm here to tell you I'm turning red with rage because I'm sick of this. True problem is we're just a little too smart for our own good. You see, we try to take God out the hood and put the camera in the classroom. Meanwhile, our kids are having sex in the restrooms and 11-year-old C-sections and emergency rooms. While little Timmy lies lifeless in the very next room for multiple gunshot wounds, all because he decided he didn't want to watch Looney Tunes. He wanted to go outside and experience life. Now and then. Now, that's it. This piece I'm gonna do here is, I love this piece because I literally thought about this piece. I wrote this piece in like 2011, and I only performed it maybe 3 or 4 times, and I couldn't find it, and I did it with one of my partners named Rashad Parker. It's actually his life story. We did a joint together, and I was looking for it, and I called him up. He's like, man, I can't even get a hold of it. And like the very next day, it pulled up in my Facebook memories, which was like dope as fuck to me. I was like, damn, there it is, so I had to write it all down. But anyway, it's that joint. Go ahead, play it. This is called, This Is Life. So you never know how strong you are until that's all that you have to rely on. No shoulders to lean on, no cry on in this modern day Babylon, no friends to call on when the grip on your life is stronger than a python. You see, your good days don't outweigh your bad ones. You're placing flowers on your brother's tombstone, trying to deal with the fact that he's gone. Meanwhile, the feds get kicked in your home. You see, your lawyer says he needs 20K if you ever want to see the light of day. And all you can do is pray, trying to find a way out of nowhere, not knowing which way to turn once that bridge is burned. They say you live and you learn. You live and you learn life for a lesson, but be careful in front of whom you count your blessings, because friendships get tested. You see, when true colors come to light, he was once your right-hand man, now for the prosecution he takes Bro did a piece, Type of Love.
Yeah.
I actually have a piece called Type of Love. Yeah. I know that. I got a piece called Type of Love. And if I can remember that much. And I actually, which I love the fact that he did that and then he proposed to her. That shit was fucking dope. But I'm gonna tell you why I love it. Because I wrote that piece, I was just getting out of my first marriage. And when you go through something like that, you always ask yourself, you know, did I do all the right things? Did I say all the right things? Woo. And so I literally wrote this piece in my sleep. Woke up the next morning and put it on paper. Now, if I can get through it, I can get through it. If not, then I'm gonna stop wherever the fuck I stopped. That
You gonna get through it? Fuck it up. Ain't nobody gonna know.
This is true. Well, you might know. You done heard it before. But this is called Type of Love. You see, I want that type of love. I want that type of love that if I'm in pain 10,000 miles away, that she feels it right away, calls me right away just to take that pain away. That type of love.
That's good.
You see, I want that type of love in which we are mentally connected. I want that type of love that gets me out of bed in the middle of the night just to cook you breakfast. That type of love. You see, that type of love has got me working extra hours, extra hard to get you out that Honda Accord into that Lexus. And no, baby, it's not about a car. But to me, you're my star, you're my final destination, and I want to forever hover within your constellations. There's no constellation prize for you. See, I want that type of love that has me unconsciously willing to jump in front of bullets and die for you. That type of love. That type of love that defies all lies. That type of love in which the only explanation is God. That type of love that got me playing silly love songs over and over in a high pod. That type of love. You see, I want that type of love that withstands the test of time. Time and time again. Time won't give me time, but it makes lovers feel like they got something real. Type of love that even when she's gone, I miss her like Cindy Lauper time after time. Type of love, because trust me, gigolos do get lonely too. You can ask more as day and a time. Type of love. Now, who's really been in love? I'm talking about I can't eat, can't sleep, can't feel, can't see, can't breathe without you kind of love. Now, who's been in love like that? I'm talking those perfect examples of true love, like dinner by candlelight under the moonlight on a star-filled night without a cloud in sight, and only for her you have an appetite. You see that appetite to make love over slow grooves or slow tracks like Layla Hathaway. I'm coming back to give you my all, but best believe me, I need her. You see, I need her like Baker, because I'm caught up in her rapture, wrapped up in these moments of love as our bodies intertwine and make the order noise without rhyme nor reason, only believing she is the perfect reason for all four seasons. I'm talking winter, spring, summer, fall. I will give you my all if all you plan to do is love me. Put nothing or no man above me but God, and then and only then do we defy the odds and conquer the world. See, that's the type of love that I'm looking for, bro. That type of love. Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna leave y'all right there.
Yeah.
Shouts out to them, Verbzzz after work.
Yeah.
Keep supporting. I've been in this game for 20 plus years.
Yes, sir.
And anybody who knows me in this poetry community knows I love this shit. Like, I would not let nobody take credit for some shit they didn't do.
Hell yeah.
And they know I'll shut that shit down. I love this. I love my poetry family. Like, in Ab, we go back. Way back. You know, and I'm proud to see you guys keep pushing.
Always.
Even when y'all didn't have the support y'all needed, you kept pushing. Salute that shit. Real talk.
I love
Now I lay me down to sleep. I pray the Lord my soul to keep. Oh, if I should die before I wake, I pray the Lord my soul to take. Blessings. I turn my L's into lessons, dog. I learn from life lessons. It's a blessing. I turn my L's into lessons, dog. I learn from life lessons. It's a blessing.
Stop right there, y'all.
I turn my L's into lessons, dog. I learn from life lessons. It's a blessing. I turn my L's into lessons, dog. I learn from life lessons.
All right, y'all. Give it up for 16 bars. Blessings track, right?
Yeah.
So y'all gonna listen to it, right? Y'all check it out, all right?